Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Alex Lewis. This week we are joined by another Alex Houghton. He runs East Escapes, a tour company that focuses on curating raw and dynamic experiences for travelers visiting Taiwan or locals who want to create meaningful memories. Well, East Escapes, can you tell me when it started and how did it start?
Well, I grew up in Taiwan, and after living here for about 11 years, I decided to leave. And I was back in Australia and basically was missing Taiwan. So I called up my friend Howard and said to him, I'm looking to come back. And we kind of started talking about different ideas for what we could do, and basically came to the conclusion that we kind of wanted to start our own tourism company in Taiwan that kind of unlocked all the troublesome, the mafan that was involved in finding information, really finding local professionals that are qualified and knowledgeable, and basically came to the conclusion that I was going to come back and head this project up.
All right, cool. So what was the first thing you had to do to really set up the company? Was it to, familiarize yourself with some of the routes or the camping sites and all that stuff? Or did you already have that knowledge and you just had to put the infrastructure in place?
It was basically a combination because from living here in the past, I had a lot of knowledge, but Taiwan is constantly changing. So as soon as I came back, I jumped on a bike, jumped on a scooter, I went straight back up into the mountains, I went and checked everything out. I met my old network of friends all the way down from Lanyu to Xiaoliuqiu, back up to Taipei, and told them the idea and got people on board. So basically I came back, and the first 6 months was literally up in the mountains, up in the snow, down in the water, getting qualified again, doing courses, meeting my friends who have let me see how far they've got in their own business and saying, okay, well, let me help you, let's work together. So it really was and has been so far a networking partnership time since coming back for sure.
All right, excellent. And it's kind of grown. I've seen on your website that you have 4 already set tours that you have, and also you can do custom trips and a Craft My Experience. What's been your most popular offering so far?
So far, the most popular has been the camping and river tracing tours that we offer, because what we've actually done is we've got a deal with a local Aboriginal in Hualien who we rent his land off him. And so basically we can guarantee a private campsite. And through that, we're able to take people up the rivers with the experience we've had and all the ins and outs. We take supplies with us and create lunch and tea and everything on the riverbank. And we really slow down that experience so people can jump, do different cliffs, people can swim, people can just hang out. If people want to take a moment, we tell them, you can head up this little way, and let them go by themselves. And then in the evening, we recently did a 16-person camping experience where I had 3 bonfires going, and I cooked 60 ribs and steaks and everything. So I think so far the most intimate has been that one.
That sounds amazing. How long does that experience last?
Everything we do is literally up to the client and how long they've got. But that last experience was 2 days and 3 nights, and it was very successful.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like it. How much does that sort of thing usually cost? Or what's the cost structure?
At this point in time, as we're building and everything we're trying to do is pretty much custom, it really comes down to the client, because if they say to us, pick them up from the airport, organize their hotels, or if they say, I'll meet you in Hualien or down south, the cost structure is independent to what they want to do. We can organize everything. So you literally turn up and never take your wallet out again, or we can organize activities and accommodation and then give you your own time. So at this point in time, the cost structure is completely personalized, but we are working with our local partners in developing some off-the-shelf packages, but right now it's not the season for those offerings, so we're holding on to them until we can offer them when the weather's a bit warmer.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that kind of comes with the flexibility of it, and I guess I think that's a positive of your business plan so far. So tell me about the best part of Taiwan to you, because I went on your website, which is a very great website, by the way, and you have a section your Taiwan intro section is really extensive and really well done, really well put together, and it really shows the breadth of what Taiwan has to offer. So I'm wondering, like, what is your favorite part of Taiwan? Which one really speaks to you?
Well, as a background in photography, my favorite part, to be honest, is the mountains. I love them. I just find something about them that's just absolutely mesmerizing. And going up there and, being able to capture the Milky Way for 4 months of the year, it really clear. And, as clear as Australia, it makes it an amazing opportunity to go up and hike and realize that Taiwan has snow, and it can be -15, and you're walking through 1.2 meters of snow, and then come back down into the city and kind of look up the mountain and think, well, 1 minute I was in snow, waist deep in snow, and now I'm waist deep in traffic, and just being able to see the streams and the valleys and the waterfalls that's here. I mean, I really personally refer to Taiwan as the hidden gem of Asia, because I believe Taiwan is so diversely beautiful that a lot of people don't realize that with that little bit of effort, the reward is huge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you've seen the magic of Taiwan, right? Seeing the snow and hiking through it in the mountains, and also seeing the Milky Way. That's pretty dope, actually. What is your clientele like? Do you get a lot of clients from overseas, or do you see some local clients as well who want to take a trip but just don't know how to arrange the logistics themselves?
So far, all the clients we've had have been foreigners who are based in Taiwan. We want our tours and aimed at locals and long-term residents of Taiwan, but we also wanted to focus on the nearby countries and Australia, the US, and Europe to bring people here. And one of the things we say on our website is that Taiwan should not be a layover, but it should be a destination. So we're really hoping that we can build such an introduction and show people what Taiwan is, that we can be one of the forefront companies that really give Taiwan a true description and not just a clickbait description of 15 bad photos. And that's one of the reasons why we concentrated so much on making that Taiwan intro. It was actually a personal passion, because I feel like a gallery on a website with just a caption underneath is not enough. Everyone's different things, so we wanted to create an experience that could check every single box.
Right, and you're really immersed in that experience growing up here. Can you tell me a little bit about growing up here and what that experience was like for you?
I was born and bred in Asia. It was between Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Malaysia, with Taiwan being the biggest influence on me. I lived here from when I was 12 to just before I was 18. And, at one point, I remember I used to refer to myself as Taiwanese because I was just so in love with Taiwan the minute I got here. And, from traveling with my family, from playing sports here, from having local friends, and just learning the culture, it was the first place that I could really identify with in my own mind compared to when I was too young growing up in Hong Kong, Malaysia. And I just found something just clicks with Taiwan with me. I understand it, I get on with it, and I just feel like if you respect Taiwan and you really try and make an effort in Taiwan, then Taiwan, people, they pick that up as well. So for me, I've always been a promoter of Taiwan and not just getting caught in the rut, because, the advantage of having 16 years now here really allows you to fully immerse yourself in the culture and people.
And going back to the clients, sorry, I forgot to ask this earlier. Does it skew more towards the older side or the younger side? What kind of clients have you had so far?
So far, our clients have probably been averaging from about 18 to 30. Because when we initially opened, it was all activity-based. I have had one client that was 72, but I tell you what, she did not act like it, and she was amazing. And she did the full East Coast tour, and she kept up, and we just kept going and going and going. But average is definitely been the 20s to the 30s, but we don't want to put a limit or minimum on that. I mean, hopefully families here who don't have the time to go home can find us and do camping trips and give their kids the proper camping experience that every child deserves. Or the group that wants the holiday away and not just to celebrate and not want to have to worry about logistics. So we're open to all ages. We're open to anyone and from any country and as long as we can work out the right package for them, we're up for it.
Okay, excellent. And then, and let's go more in depth in the packages. So you have hot spring camping, fireworks, photo tour. Which one do you find the most exciting? I think you mentioned camping, and why?
One of the favorite ones I have is the photo tours, because I feel it's a really good, in-depth way to find and discover Taiwan. That is connected to all the other tours because everyone likes to have media from their holidays. So that's something that we provide in each. The fireworks, I could relabel that actually as like Taiwan festivals. So for people who want to experience festivals and experience the unique offerings that Taiwan has, that's what that is focused at. You know, with the Yuan Cui Feng Pao or the Donggan Boat Festival, you know, they are unique to Taiwan. And even like Matsu Pilgrimage and the different things that Taiwan has, it's just focusing on the uniqueness of Taiwan. I mean, camping, you don't think of Taiwan as a camping destination, but it is. There's so many places here that you can go and see, and you can go to the common places that are quite busy, or with the right knowledge, you can actually end up by a riverbank by yourself or up a mountain by yourself and have the whole area for a true experience to being, you know, outdoors, to the point that I've got stories where I've woken up and, to my quite surprise, had a snake wrapped around my foot, because Taiwan is wild like that. And not that happens every day, but that's the level that we go to find that unique experience of not just getting caught in a tourist trap.
All right, very cool. And what does the future have in store for East Escapes?
The future, we believe, is very bright. Right now, we have partnered with a group of different individuals in Taiwan, and currently designing the tours with them. All these individuals that we're working with have international qualifications from the American Rock Climbing Guide Leading Association in the U.S., people who are rescue divers, tech divers, mountaineers who have not just climbed and done their activities in Taiwan, but also have world experience. And that way, anyone who comes with them, they've got stories to share, they've got other experiences to share that can help people understand that their professionalism and the time that they've put into their sport and to their passion is reflected in the values that we want people to recognize East Escapes at, is that it's not just going to be a group of people who want to take you somewhere. It's safe, it's certified. We know how to handle situations. All our staff are currently searching for courses, and we pride ourselves on the fact that those certifications help legitimize the professionalism that we really want to bring to the market.
Thank you to Alex for coming on the show. Please check out their website at eastescapes.com to learn more about them. And that's it for this week's Taiwan Talk. I'm Alex Lewis.